I am not the preacher, and I'm not your mother, and I'm not the cops. I used to shoot IV narcotics and cocaine on a regular basis, and I lost my medical license. I ran off to Mexico. I did a number of illegal things on the border that I would rather not talk about.
My life was completely preoccupied with attaining enough drugs to get me through the day. I didn't think about anything else. People say, well, God's first, my family's second. When you're using narcotics, narcotics are first through 10.
I lost it all. The only thing, I had 25 pounds of dirty laundry, and it was in the Mediterranean, and I was in Norfolk, Virginia. And my family was gone, and everything I cared about was gone. And the only thing I had left to live for was just taking another drink, and I didn't want to do that anymore.
I found myself 10 years ago lying on the floor of a bed and breakfast in the middle of central Mexico after a tequila binge with an old fat guy kicking me in the side and asking me, hey, are you done? And I kind of looked up and said, yeah, I guess I'm done. He said, well, that's good, because the only English-speaking AA meeting for 400 miles meets in this bed and breakfast.
I've been in and out and trying to get clean and sober since 1979. The last time that I actually relapsed lasted 19 years. But for the first time when I came back this time, instead of just hanging around people in recovery and going to recovery meetings only, I got really into it and got a sponsor and did the step work and did everything that's really required to be in recovery and to recover from this disease.
When I entered recovery, I had lost contact with my family and certainly lost the trust of my children. Over the time since then, I have rebuilt all those relationships. They trust me now. They trust me with their grandchildren, which they probably would not have done when I was drinking and using.
I was offered an opportunity to change my life, and I took it, and I haven't gone back to alcohol or drugs since, and I'm in long-term recovery.
I have time in my days now to do things that I never imagined I would have time to, and it's because I'm not spending my time pursuing narcotics.
I know a lot of people right in this very community yet that remember the old Big Steve, and these people see me clean and sober today, and that carries a whole different message. It's my opportunity to give back to the community that I took from as an active addict for so long.
Through the miracle of the program, I'm alive today and sitting here, and I'm just another grateful recovering drug addict. I'm just a junkie. And to be able to see dramatic changes in my life, I know that it can happen for anybody.
If you keep in mind that this is not a process in which you are alone, that when you take that first step and admit that you need help, that there is help, and that help is larger than you can possibly imagine and more powerful than you can possibly conceive, and leads to things that you right now cannot even imagine. Come on aboard.